Y'all know they're healing. Sometimes you revert back when you're healing. That doesn't mean you're going forward. But sometimes some things are harder to let go of. This is to you, Joyce. Why were you at Marcus's wedding? I saw a vid. I saw pictures, and I saw you at Marcus's wedding, and it fucked me up. You know why it fucked me up? Because I remember when we lived in the projects, how you would talk about how bad their house smelled. You would hate his sister coming over. His brother, you didn't really care too much for him. I didn't know that you and Ricky had a relationship. Because I know you never came and got Marcus for like the weekends. You never took him to the movies. Hell, you didn't even show up when he was born. You didn't even come to the hospital. Right? Never seen you too much growing up. You never came and get him like a grandmother. You know how I come and get my grandkids like every weekend. I had my grandkids. Love spending time with them. Love creating those bonds with them. Love it. I love spending time with them more than anything. Y'all hated that, didn't y'all? Y'all hated that. But again, you were at the wedding and it fucked me up. I was like, well, why she go to the wedding? You at the wedding, right? You never say, no, I'm going to make sure your mother comes to the wedding, right? You at the wedding. You ain't never done shit for them. Said they were lazy, wasn't going to grow up to be shit, blah, blah this and blah, blah that. Only ever needed them to come and put your cable together, do some other shit for you, because your other grandchildren, the ones that you did spend time with, they ain't worth shit. Pieces of shit. Right? I couldn't understand why you were there. I'm like, why? That's weird. Why is she at the wedding? Damn. Then I got to thinking. She trying to cover them tracks, honey. Lenny done said that you done fucked Shelly and did the baby and Joy. I gotta we gotta figure this out. That's the only thing I kept thinking. She at the wedding because her and Ricky need to talk. I didn't know they talked to each other. I didn't know they had a relationship. That she would want to go to the wedding. She seemed so out of place there to me. And I kept thinking, this is crazy. She actually at the wedding. Like she been a good granny. An attentive granny. One that came and got him for the weekends, took him to the movies, took him to the park. That type of granny. Get him something for Christmas. Right? That type of, no, she was never that type of granny, but she front and center at the wedding. I ain't get invited. I didn't get invited to the wedding. I saw you at the wedding, Joyce. And all I could think of, you needed to hook up with Ricky because Lenny is saying that you slept with Shelly. Shelly was about 15, 14, 13. They probably was fucking in the projects because he did used to hang out with younger people and he was the tallest, linkiest, dumbest looking motherfucker with them. Maturation kind of probably slow, probably a little slow. But I didn't pick it up at the time. I'm sorry. Maybe I interfered on the relationship. If I interfered on the relationship with Ricky and Shelly, I'm sorry. I apologize. But to see you at that wedding, do you know what type of signals that sent off? You, Joyce, was selling your daughter's vagina or telling her it was a good thing to sell her vagina because she didn't know how to keep her legs closed, so she got pregnant real early. She didn't know who that baby daddy was either, right? But you knew that Ricky had been sneaking at your apartment in Zunieville. You knew that. And you knew that she probably was pregnant too. You hurry up and cut out, though. I remember you leaving her there, though. You cut out, right? But you was at that wedding. You want to get real about why you was at that wedding? You need to hook up with Ricky. So y'all get this shit straight, right? Because if I say that Ricky laid down with Shelly and George's might be Ricky's, it's going to cause a whole lot of shit. And if it ain't caused no shit, because I don't give a fuck. I never touched him after he after she called and told me that he was just leaving her house late at night. Right? Never touched him since. Right? But the hell that's going to break loose, if it ever is found out that nigga might be a molester or a pedophile. That nigga. And if she the first one, I don't even know if she'd be the last one. Right? But that's for him and God to deal with. I'ma say this. If my nephew hated for him, but it's fucked up for me too, right? And I'm talking about, I'm looking out for me today, right? Period. If it turns out that that's not his child, at least take a DNA test so that the other man that you said was his father and you sat on my porch about 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, and said that he was not his father, I think some truths. For 2025, we starting out with truths need to be exposed and told so you can free yourself. Maybe it'll help Dawn keep her legs closed and stop all that drinking. She's killing herself. Her reputation been dead.